Now for the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden Studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On point, ready? 11, 11, 11, 11. Let's get set.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage. Here's Burrow. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Riq Woolen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he'll get this to the 32. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football?
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And taken right at the 35. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Purdy. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
They go play action here. Purdy. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Christian Watson, 39 yards. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in midseason form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work and preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Here we go.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7.
Gun. Gun.
Right back to Brown. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately...
And it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
One, ready? Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
On 1, ready?
Here's 2nd and 10.
12.
Burrow looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked by Julian Love. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Christian Watson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early, but that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He was brought down there by Julian Love. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
11 MT. 11. Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this is no good. Boy, that didn't even get there. Not a good effort at all. And our score remains the same. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Walker now at 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Second and 12.
19 tight. Go.
Out of the gun, Purdy. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant, 59 yards. And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, so much for a little 5-yard pass play to your tight end. They made him a deep ball threat there, and it worked out.
Times have changed, haven't they? Those used to be plays that we would clip and save because you didn't see it very often. Big tight end, deep downfield catching a pass. Now it's almost standard. That's a big part of everyone's offense. Get it to those guys because they're not just tight ends anymore. They're athletes.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
On 2.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Here we go, here we go.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's get set. Done.
Burrow will throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Riq Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him?
Let's go.
Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Purdy looking to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Running left is Walker. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's Purdy. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. The Seahawks have taken a 5-touchdown lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception. Oh, Chubb fumbled it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
We're good.
2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. The Lions on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. God.
Now it's Burrow. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
On one, ready?
4th down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it.
God. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11, 11, 11, 11. God.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got this down to the 35. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
11, 11, 11. God.
Now Burrow.
That's complete to Laporta.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's good set. 11 Thomas.
Now it's Burrow.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down.
Here we go. God.
Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
12, 12. That.
To the air again, Burrow. This will be, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Brown is in for a Lions touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now Purdy. Walker with a grab, left side. He's across midfield. And down to the 29-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Catch is made by Metcalf. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Touchdown! A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Seahawks 48, Lions 12. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Lions 12.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Jack Fox to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, He wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
I'm one, ready?
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. Dot.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me, because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
Throwing here, Purdy. And he's got his big tight end here. Finding room at midfield. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Purdy now to throw. Flush to his right. He completes this to Walker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Straight ahead, Walker. A little juke, and he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Purdy from the gun. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Trying the left side with Walker. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's got his running back out of the backfield, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Purdy. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not, and right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
Here we go.
Running right, here's Brown. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Chase Brown, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are able to at least get 1 score back. Extra point right down the middle. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Purdy. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. 69 yards. And the Seahawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
That's a gain of 3.
Here we go.
3rd and 7.
Here's Burrow. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Here we go.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Let's get set.
From midfield now, Burrow. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Riq Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to have it here just past the 25.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
That stop made by Jack Campbell. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Again, it's Walker. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, and a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
This offense so far on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10.
Purdy looking to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. And he wanted...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He's got this to Williams, complete. He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Detroit!
Jameson Williams,
78 yards.
and the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Purdy bootlegging it. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
4th down try. Here's Purdy.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They're quickly out wide. This is Watson.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now it's Burrow. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Purdy. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Myers for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Burrow looking to pass. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Seahawks, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.